Good morning, YouTubers. Mike Martin's here, Mike Martin's channel. Just enjoying this beautiful, beautiful morning we're having. I'm gonna grab myself. You're joining me now because I just dropped off the mail to get myself a coffee. It's kind of funny how people don't want to wait for people to back out of their spots, so they risk backing out at the same time. Luckily, I didn't hit that guy behind me. It's like, yeah, I know you're in an enormous rush here in Merritt to get to this huge deal you're working on. Anyways, no one has patience for anyone driving anymore. I noticed that. I thought it was just in the big city, but even in small towns, everyone is like so anxious to get somewhere. And it's like, it's like they're getting their paycheck retracted for every minute they don't arrive on time or something. You know, it's almost like the entire town is delivering a pizza, 30 minutes or it's free, which is entertaining. You know, at times it's very entertaining. Nice day outside. I'm liking it. I'm feeling a lot better, guys. I don't know if I'm fully cured yet, but I am definitely feeling a lot more perkier, a lot more happier, a lot more cheery today. And definitely, yeah, everyone's honking at each other. 2 cars on the road. Woo. But anyways, I'm in transit to get myself a coffee and make you guys a video and talk about, you know, one thing I thought this morning when I got up and started driving around on my way to deliver my mail. I'm a mailman, by the way. I'm just kidding. I don't know if you guys noticed, but from the last 30 years till now, have you guys noticed how things 30 years ago, how everything was so pristine and shiny and spot on, and everyone took pride in their fronts of their houses and their backyards, and how everyone took pride in, you know, in keeping their streets clean, and the city took pride in, you know what I'm saying, and making sure, you know, things got done in ASAP without anyone bringing in a complaint, you know? So, without it having to reach a breaking point where somebody has to lose a life and then they're like, okay, well, we lost a life on this intersection, let's put up a light. No, things were done back, you know, where things were more spit shine and polished, and I don't know, and everyone was just nicer to each other. Do you guys remember that? When everything just seemed more cleaner, organized, brighter. I don't know, maybe I had different lenses on when I was a kid. Maybe a non-biased lens. I don't know, but I just remembered growing up and just everything being so defined, in line. And now in 2018, you would think we'd have flying cars by now, but we didn't. That was one of my big disappointments. Because growing up in the 80s, everybody thought they were going to have a flying car by the year 2000. And then the year 2000 came around, and guess what? No one had a flying car. And everything seemed like it was going good at one point in the 80s. And then all these free trade agreements started coming in, and then NAFTA came in, and then all these, like, international trading associations started to come in, and we started losing all our jobs. We started losing the honey industry, the chocolate industry, the candy industry out in Ontario. We used to make lots of candy out in Ontario back in the day. And then now, we lost it all to, you know, to other countries that produce stuff out of plastic and crap. man, who knows what we're eating nowadays? Even the food. Have you noticed the food in the last 30 years has got potentially worse? Big time worse? How delicious McDonald's used to be 20 years ago? 25 years ago? How McDonald's used to taste so good? But that's it. It's like I don't know. I guess maybe I'm turning into a cynical asshole. I don't know if you guys watched that episode of South Park where every time one of that kid, I think it was Stan's son, was listening to music, he would just hear farts. But it's the change of times. All right, what we got here? All right.
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, can I get a large coffee with 1 cream?
A large 1 cream. Anything else?
I don't have a orange juice.
So a large 1 cream and an orange juice. That's everything?
Yeah.
I'll have your total note.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting an orange juice today. See if I can get some more vitamin C in me. But, oh, it's nice out. Oof. I just don't want to get sick with the wind. The cold wind. Cool wind. It's not even cool, actually. It's nice.
Hi, how can I help you?
Yeah. I don't know. Things have changed. I don't know. Our food used to be so delicious back in the day. Our food used to have taste to it. And it used to have substance to it. It used to be, you know... you know, it's like places like Pizza Hut doesn't taste the same anymore. I don't know. Maybe it's just my taste buds, or our taste buds change as we get older, and things don't taste the same. I guess. I don't know. But I know when I go to Cuba, or if I go to different countries, I notice the food tastes so much better, right? Like, I know a lot of people, like from Spain and other parts of Europe, they go to Portugal for the long weekend. They usually drive down to Portugal, spend the long weekend there, and I ask them, "What do you guys do there?" I go, "It's like the weather's nice, but it's the food. The food's amazing." What are they doing different from the rest of Europe? I don't know. Like, it's, even though there's no like Portuguese restaurants here in BC, don't even exist. Nobody even knows that Portugal even exists here. They don't even know it's a country. They think it's Brazil. But, yeah, food's food. Yeah, I could talk about food for hours. You know, now our food's gotten so much worse over time. You would think it got better. Our medicine, you would think our medicine by now would have improved. We would have thought, you know, from 20, 30 years ago, that not only they'd find a cure for cancer, but it'd be eradicated. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Bye. Yep, that's that. Now everything's becoming automated. Everything's changing now. But is it changing for the best? Is anything going for the best? Back in the day, everything used to be all spit-shined, and everyone took pride in the way they dressed when they went out, and even that. Had a cousin visiting from Portugal a few months back, was telling me, how come everyone's dressed like they're going to the gym? I'm like, they're not. That's just the way people dress here, you know? why? If they change, these things should be changing for the best to help make life easier. People would have thought they would have been making so much money by today. But no. If anything, they're making 1/10 of what they used to make 40, 50 years ago. The further back you go into civilized Western society, you notice that we make less and less money as we progress. No one's offsetting the cost of living and the standard of living. Standard of living is going down so much. The cost of living is going up so much. The two lines are like intersecting, going this way between each other. If there was a graph showing how our standard of living is predominantly going down, you know. There was somebody in Parliament, this was a few months back, they were commenting, saying how Canada's biggest problem was they let in too many Europeans in and around World War II, up until the early mid-80s, till they cut off. Because Canada, what happened was, it's not that the Europeans stopped coming. I think it was into the mid-90s where Canada said no more European immigration. It's done. We don't want no more Europeans here in Canada, because Canada was being westernized, but it was becoming westernized European style, right? And Canada was the bomb back then. It was really, you had your Italian areas, you had your Portuguese areas, you didn't have really any Hispanic areas, because a lot of people that would immigrate to Canada would be from Spain, and there wouldn't be a lot of people coming in from Spain, right? So you'd get a lot of people from all those other parts of the world, parts of Europe, sorry. You get some Polish community come in, you get a little bit of Czech community come in, you get a little bit of Hungarian community, you get a bit of, all parts of Europe, And then mid-90s hit, early 2000s, just pretty much shut down European immigration, right down. And the politician was saying that Canada's biggest problem was letting in too many European, because now what they're saying is they have to undo this status quo of Canada that it is now, or that's what he was saying, if I remember what the way the article was written, that it got too good for too long, and people need to understand that Canada's a certain way, or a certain way for business or something, But yeah, no, back in the day you wouldn't see a lot of back in the day you wouldn't see it was super rare to see a Chinese person. Back in the day, it was super rare. And it was super rare to see a person from, you get a lot of islanders here, like you get people from Jamaica and stuff like that, and a couple of Trinidad and Antigua and all those places, but you would very rarely see a Chinese person back in the day, especially like the high schools. If I gauge on the high schools I went to, it was primarily European, right? And yeah, it's changed a lot. Canada has changed, but to what effect? Has it been positive? A lot of people are complaining, religion, this and that. If Canada wasn't based off Western or Catholic religion or Christian values, we wouldn't be talking right now. So if it wasn't based off that, we wouldn't be at least where we are right now, Like, I hope that makes sense to you guys, because then we wouldn't be where we are right now anyway. So at least give it that much credit, that at least we have our freedom of speech and all. Because if it was another culture or another way of living that colonized or basically made Canada what it is on their different values, we'd be very screwed today, because we wouldn't probably even be allowed to have YouTube. We probably wouldn't well, people don't understand that. Anyways, I'm here at the shop. Let me know what you guys think. That's my rant for the day. Comment below. Thanks for watching.